Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. So today I will be reviewing Scorpion Orange Longtail. So thankfully this is a little smaller pepper, won't destroy my stomach because you know me, I'm not the best prepper. But this right here, let me get a good thumbnail. Look at that. Oh man, solid. So I actually grew this myself. I just my plants haven't done as well as Clayton, aka Making Heat. I just say Making Heat because it's easier. It's his Discord username, so that's what I refer to him as, but it's Clayton. I expect the heat to be in flavor to be just like a Moruga. I'm gonna try and cover some of this wind. I can't help the rain. Can't do anything about it. So I'm filming on the porch just like old times. Alright, well, not really stalling, I'm just yapping, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open, show you what it looks like on the inside, and get to burning. So Morugas, for me, have some of the best flavor. However, they can be pretty scorching. Like the yellow one I had last season, it was a larger one. It nuked me, man. It was actually, I did a silent review because it was storming so bad, but I had so many pepper seed, I just had to knock it out. That's what the inside looks like. Look at all that placenta, that spongy material. That's what carries the oil. That's what carries the straight heat that's trying to kill you. But here goes nothing. Trinidad, Moruga Scorpion, Orange, Longtail. I didn't take any seeds out of that. They're really bitter. Ugh. But the flavor of the pepper was pretty fruity, pretty sweet. Typical Moruga. Tastes great. I'd recommend it if it's not in your grow. Mouth burn right now. It's just that bitterness, man. It's almost like floral, but it's not floral. It's a little bit. I'd say floral is like a 2 out of 10. It's like faint, only because I'm sensitive to it. But if you want a pepper, you're trying to upgrade from habanero. Say you work from jalapeno to like serrano to Thai to habanero, and you're like, yeah, munching on habaneros like nothing. I want something hotter. You could just go straight to ghost pepper like everybody else. Ghost peppers have a good flavor, especially in sauces, because the floral kind of fades out. To me, they're just really floral. I'm not gonna lie, they are. They're a great flavor pepper because they're unique. You know, they got that ghost flavor, but ghost hot sauces are like my favorite. Ghost and Scotch Bonnet are like my go-to peppers. Amarillo is pretty good too. Those are my go-to peppers for hot sauce. However, just eating a raw pod, that floral's there, man. Raw pod, it's just usually pretty pungent. Moruga, this is what I was getting at. If you need to jump to your next heat level, just go straight to Moruga. Do like a yellow one, because the yellow one's going to be the milder. That color is going to be milder of all the colors, and it's always going to be, or it's usually fruity and citrusy, sometimes sweet. You can't go wrong with yellow pods. I've only had one bad yellow pod, and that was that SRTSL something, I don't know. I did a review on it. It was horrible. But what I would do, you say you got a habanero and you can handle them just fine. Go get grow Morugas. Start with yellow or orange. And then when you grow them and you're ready to munch on them, just do half. Because some of them get pretty large. They can get probably, because they're thin skin, whereas habaneros I think are thicker skin, they're a little crunchier. I would just start with half. That'll light you up real good, and just work up to a whole one. And then, I mean, you pretty much skip ghost pepper because they're hotter than a ghost. They have such a good burn though. Like I can talk through this all day long because it's all it's a mouth burn. Ghost, the slow builder, takes forever. It's a nice burn too, but it's a throat burn. I'm not too fond of throat burns, but it being a slow builder kind of helps. It just kind of takes forever to end. But Morugas are top tier peppers. Thankfully that one was small. Your stomach tolerance does not build overnight or within days like your mouth tolerance. It doesn't. It takes, your body has to, you know, build that mucus membrane, that your stomach lining, your gastric juices, all that has to build resilience, and it doesn't happen overnight. It seems to be like a week to week basis, which sucks because I have a lot of peppers to review, and my stomach ain't ready. My stomach is not made of iron. I think my mouth's still 10 times stronger than my stomach. But mouth tolerance goes up pretty quick. I don't seem to have a problem on the toilet like everybody likes to joke about. As long as you surround the pepper, that feels pretty good. It's a good breeze. As long as you surround the pepper eating phase with a meal before and a meal after, I don't feel anything. I really don't. Maybe the first pepper of the season I will. It's pretty windy. First pepper of the season maybe I will, but that was outstanding. I'd eat that again. I'd slice that up and eat it with a burger, a steak, by itself again. Yeah, so if you want to grow a Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, and you like the color orange, and you like the flavor of orange peppers, and you want a cool, gnarly, long, stinger looking tail, just to take pictures of, I guess. Excuse me. I'd grow that one. See, what happened with my grow, I started a garden at my mother's, and let's just say some calves got into the garden that was not completely secure, and they topped them off for me, almost all the way to ground level. Now peppers are resilient. A lot of people will just toss it. If a hornworm gets it, they'll say, oh, it's dead. If you put it in the shade after it gets some stress like that, or you just kind of pamper it, give it a little extra slow release organic stuff, give it some water, there's a good chance it'll bounce back if it's old enough. If it's a seedling, it's done for. If it's still, like, if the stem is still soft plant tissue, it's usually done for. Not happening. But if it's got a little firmness to it, not quite wood, but it's just firm, like it would snap when you broke it, as opposed to bending, then it should come back. Because I already had a hornworm devour 2 of my plants. They're over there somewhere. I don't know which ones they are because the leaves already grew back that fast. So yeah, I think these are, at the end of the day, they are host plants. So I mean, they're host plants, which means they're like adapted to getting eaten and then grow back. The only problem is in the wild they grow back enough to make one pod, drop seeds, and continue the generation. So it may set you back on your harvest. None of this applies to anybody who lives where there's a frost, but if you're in Florida, then yeah, you have a good chance of making a comeback. But all right, well, that is enough rambling. My mouth feels great. That's such a good burn. Such a good burn. Such a good flavor pepper. Thank you, Clayton. Making heat. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add, so thanks for watching. Hopefully I can knock one out tomorrow. We'll see. We'll have to see. No promises.